go to Sylvia in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. What's up, Sylvia?
Hi, Dr. John. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. You just hit me with that conflict deferred, conflict amplified.
Uh-oh.
I feel like that's how we're going to end my call, too.
Oh, great. All right, so what's up? ¿Cómo estás?
So my direct question is, should I reach out to my son's father, who I haven't talked to since my son was basically born?
Tell me more.
So, I'm really nervous. Okay, so we dated for about 6 months. And in those 6 months, the last time I saw him, we were intimate. And we used the plan B. And after that, that was the last time I saw him. We kept talking, but I realized maybe I don't want to be with him. And I didn't know I was pregnant. And then
okay, so y'all hooked up, y'all slept together, you went the next day, took the plan B pill, and then moved on with your day, and then a couple weeks later, y'all broke up and you moved on with your life.
Yeah, and then 6 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant.
Okay.
So when I told him about it, we were already broken up.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me to terminate the pregnancy.
Okay.
And I said I wasn't going to do that.
Okay.
And he just kept pressuring me to have an abortion. And I just kept saying no. So for the first 6 months of my pregnancy, I tried to not answer his message. I didn't see him at all through my whole pregnancy. But during the first 6 months, we almost didn't talk. But when I was 6 months, he came back and was supposedly, okay, let's try to work things out. But we never actually saw each other. And then a month later, when I was 7 months pregnant, he's like, you know what, never mind. I'm not ready to be a father, and I don't understand why you decided to keep this child. You're putting me in a bad situation. You've ruined my life. You just got pregnant for a paycheck. And he just, I don't want to cry, but he just I just felt really humiliated.
Yeah, because what he did, yes, that was, it's disgusting what he said to you. It's cowardly and it's disgusting and it's childish. And I'm sorry that somebody did that to you.
Yeah, so I kept communication open for my son because I felt like, maybe eventually he'll change his mind and this is his first child. Maybe he'll want to come around. So I said, if you don't talk to me respectfully, I'm not going to respond.
Good.
But if you want to know how the pregnancy is going, how the baby is going, I will respond to those questions. So we did continue communication in that way. And when I went into labor, we were talking and...
Hold on. You keep talking about communication and y'all were talking. Are you just talking about y'all were texting each other?
Yes, because I was afraid to talk to him.
That is not communication. You were passing data back and forth to each other. You have not had a real relationship.
To him.
No, if you're afraid, that's wise. If you're afraid, that's wise. Good move on your part. But it really sounds like you had a picture in your head that you weren't going to be one of those people who had a kid by themselves. That's not going to happen to me, and it happened to you. And
exactly.
You've been propping up this picture for a long time now, and the guy left. He told you he wanted you to kill the baby and move on with your life.
Yeah.
So he's told you what he wants. What's absolutely melting you from the inside out is the energy you're expending trying to prop up a picture of something that's gone. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In a strange way, the conflict deferred statement is you. You're at conflict with you. This guy's told you he left you. He left a beautiful son. He left. God, it's making me so just unbelievable. I'm heartbroken for you, in a deep way, because I don't like to be out of town more than a day away from my kids. I can't wrap my head around somebody who would want to walk away from their kids. I don't have the psychology for it. I can't wrap my head around it. It's not something I can understand.
I know. My son is 3 years old, and I've only left him with my sister to watch 3 times in his whole life.
Well, that's going to make you crazy, Sylvia. you need to go do fun things too. You need to have friends. You need to be out having fun, and he can stay with a babysitter or a family member. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why is this just now coming back up? Why are you just now wondering, should I reach out?
Because my son is talking now.
Yep.
And he's very smart, and he notices, like, cartoons have, like, songs have mom and dad. You know, Coco Melon is daddy and mommy, and, you know, Baby Shark is Mama Shark, Papa Shark. Everything, like, Bluey has this Papa Bluey. And
hey,
Bluey.
Bluey's dad is screwing it up for everybody. That guy's like dad of the century. I watched that show and I'm like, man, level up, Delony. Like, yes. So Bluey's not really fair. That dad's incredible.
Yeah. So I know. I just kind of feel like it's gonna come. Like,
it is. It is.
Where's mine?
It is. And here's the response. Daddy wasn't well, and so he chose to go. Daddy loved you, and but Daddy was not well. Daddy was sick, and he chose to go away. And here's the unfortunate thing. You know this as well as I do. That little boy's going to wonder what he did wrong to send Dad away. He's going to wonder that for the rest of his life. And here's what's going to happen. You're going to do a really great job raising this little boy. He won the lottery with you as a mama. And you're going to do a great job. And then at some point, Dad's going to swoop back in. And everything in your life is going to be gritting your teeth and say, stay away from that man. He's a bad man. And at some point, you're going to have to choose peace and you're going to have to choose forgiveness because that's the father of your son. And if you talk bad about him or if he comes to believe that Dad is evil and wrong, that little boy knows that half of me is him. So your son's going to walk around feeling like half of him is broken and defective.
I'm not planning on that. I never talk bad about him.
No, I know. I'm just saying, it's going to be a tough road to hoe. And that's what happens when dads walk out on their families.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I wish it will happen sooner rather than later for my son's sake. And like you're saying, I will always try to keep peace. But at the same time, I'm afraid that when he does come, every little situation would be like, well, I told you not to have him. Or, you know,
Sylvia, you're making yourself crazy trying to prop up a picture that's not going to happen. The guy's gone. When's the last time you had a face-to-face conversation with him?
When we conceived the baby.
4.5 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you had a text message conversation with him?
When my son was 5 days old.
So it's been 3 years?
Yeah.
Do you even know where he is?
No. Last time we spoke, he said he had bought a house in another state, but I don't know if he's still there.
I'll give you my thoughts. I think you should take him to court for child support. And I think he should be take care of, if he wants to walk away and neglect his family in that way, whatever. But he's got a financial responsibility to this kid. That's what I think. Or you can just wipe your hands of it and be done. And as he gets older, he's going to have to reckon with, it wasn't me. There was something wrong with my dad that made him do a very unnatural act, which was to leave a pregnant mom. And then he's going to have to make peace with that inside of him. And that's going to be his healing adventure that he goes on probably for a long, long time.
Yeah, my family totally does not want me to put him on child support, but I have a couple of friends. Because truthfully, I don't need him financially. I mean, extra money will always help. I can put it in my son's savings account or something, but truthfully, I don't need his money.
Okay.
And I just feel like I don't know how much he would give me, like $300, $500, whatever amount it is. It's not worth for me. Him telling me, "See, I told you, you just did this for a paycheck, and you just did this to ruin my life."
Whoa.
You know?
He threw a grenade at you when he was a scared kid. He threw a grenade at you that is still burning through your heart. He said some stupid stuff. That doesn't neglect the fact that he needs to take financial responsibility for his son. Right? And you are suffering because you don't want to fulfill an insult that he made to you.
Yeah.
Banana, Sylvia. He doesn't get a vote, man. He doesn't get a vote in how you feel. He cashed that out. He doesn't get a vote how you feel. He doesn't get a vote how he raises how this kid gets raised. He doesn't get a vote. He left. He walked away. Do you still have all those text messages?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I would save all those. I'd print them off somehow.
Yeah, I do.
They're going to look great being read in court.
Telling me that I ruined his life and that he told me that every time because I wanted him to be more.
Sylvia, why are you giving him voice into your head this many years later?
Maybe because I don't know.
At this point, Sylvia,
I grew up without my dad. So
I know.
I want to do everything possible for my son to have a father.
He left you. He left. He left.
Yeah.
And that's because something was wrong with him, not you. And you still carry it around that your dad left because of something you did. That's not true. Your dad left because of him, not you. Quit carrying that around, Sylvia.
Actually, I was in therapy, and my therapist said, because I told her, when do you think I'll have a breakthrough, And she said, when you don't hold regret or not regret, when you don't hold like a grudge or hate towards your dad. And when she said that, I'm like, never, like that's never going to happen. But now I realize, now I do feel that way. I'm like, it wasn't me. He had his own priorities, and obviously I wasn't one.
Whoa. No. Okay, here's what you got to do. You've got, here's your homework assignment. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to pick up, I want you to go to Home Depot, and it'll cost you like $5. Okay? That's like 1/20th or 1/100th of a price of a psychiatrist visit, okay? I want you to pick up, go to the back of the garden section and pick up a landscaping brick. And I want you to put a piece of duct tape over that brick, and I want you to write, Dad left, and I'm mad. And I want you to carry that brick around for an hour around your house. You cannot set it down. You can't put it on your lap. You have to hold it. Okay? And I want you just to keep carrying it when you go to the grocery store, when you go in the backyard, when you take the trash out, whatever it is you're doing. When you play with your son, he's going to be like, Mommy, why are you carrying that brick? And you'll be like, because some moron on a podcast told me to do it. And I want you to carry it around, and your shoulders are going to ache, and your hands are going to get tired. And at some point, I want you to take that brick out in your backyard and throw it as far as you can and never pick it up again. That is forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't let your dad off the hook. Forgiveness says, I'm not carrying your poison anymore. Because right now, Sylvia, you are drinking poison every day of your life, hoping your dad feels it, and he doesn't.
Yeah, and you're like my son's dad.
Yes, and you're picking up a cup of poison from your son's dad, and you drink it every morning, hoping that he feels it, and he doesn't. The only person who's getting poisoned is you. Stop. You're worth so much more than this. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Set it down. Set it down. You are going to have to be highly intentional about putting other men in your son's life. He's going to need men, not saying like have a rotation of people you're dating through the house. He's going to need a grandparent or uncles or men that you trust from a local church or from a local school that will lean into his life. And so you're going to have to be proactive. Hey, you're a man in my life that I trust. Would you be willing to take my son for an hour a week and just go play? Just let him have some interaction time. Go kick a soccer ball, go throw a ball, go roughhouse, go do something. Take him to a park. And there are men who will do that. I've done that for people. There are men who will step up and do that because there's some extraordinary men out there. But at this point, it's been 4.5 years. You're hanging on to a ghost. You're hanging on to a wisp, to an ether that doesn't exist. The man left. He said, I want you to kill this baby because you've ruined my life. I'm gone. And he left. He's gone. And you say you don't need his financial support and it's not even worth the drama. That's your life. I'll support you on that. Stop drinking poison, Sylvia. Stop. You're worth a good night's sleep. You're worth laughter. You're worth loving again. All these things. You didn't screw up. You didn't do anything wrong. You're a good mom. Carry that brick around for a while, and then I want you to feel what it feels like to set it down. And I'll say it one more time. Your dad left because there was something wrong with him, not you. The father of your son left because he was struggling with whatever he's struggling with, not because of you. Stop carrying that. Set it down.